It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll get a look at Joe Burrow. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Bengals and the Commanders under the lights on Sunday night.
Welcome in, everyone, to this presentation of the National Football League on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Chill in the air. Folks are bundled in the seats and on the field. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. A bit warmer up here in the booth. These cold weather games, Greg, always interesting to watch how it impacts the players down on the field.
Absolutely, and these nights are kind of tricky, Mike, right? It's how much do you want to spend preparing for it, thinking about it, and really letting it almost become like a mental factor leading into the game. But you also have to be prepared. What are you going to wear? How are you going to keep yourself not only warm, but then be able to go out there and perform and be functional, and you're not running around with a parka on. So it is a very delicate balance between being comfortable and being functional, and the teams that handle those conditions, especially in pregame, tend to have the advantage once the game's kicked off.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, he's going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's taken down, but just shy of midfield.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
On first down, Daniels. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down. The give to White. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
No chance at all. He'll go down. That is Trey Hendrickson, the veteran, in there to record the sack. Third and long. From the shotgun on third down, Daniels. And on third down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
The Cincinnati offense set to take over for the first time. And they're led by the #1 overall pick in 2021, national champion at LSU, it's Joe Burrow.
There's been a lot of talk coming into this week, Mike, about whether or not he'd be able to keep this hot streak going. And while I don't know if he'll be able to produce that absurd stat line like he did a week ago, I think he's more than capable of having another strong outing here in this one. I mean, somehow, if he can replicate last week's success, I think it's pretty safe to say he's got a chance to leave here with another win.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That is hot! A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Mike, what we're seeing play out across the NFL is that if offensively it requires you to go the length of the field in a long, methodical drive, your chances of coming away with points continue to go down the more you snap the ball. You have to be able to generate shot plays, pick up big, explosive chunks, because when you do, your ability to score points typically tends to follow.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. A dive and a catch. Incredible. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A 1st down throw for Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Try him again. Another one to Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
This opening drive going to form so far. Now they've got it 1st and goal. He'll try to run this one in. He slams it in there, and he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. He's going to tuck it and go.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
They'll motion a tight end right. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack. After that play, we have one of the commanders who is down. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On comes the punter now. And he's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Burrow now. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And that is going to be good enough. He's got that first down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And the Bengals first down.
Here we go.
So we are through one on Sunday Night Football. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Higgins sent in motion. On first down, Burrow. Short pass taken in by the tight end. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Now, Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Burrow and his favorite target, Chase, for the Cincinnati first down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. This looks like a design run, and he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
Burrows from out of the gun here on third down, and that is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jamar Chase. And it's going to be fourth down. Now, Burrow. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Third down, 3 to go. They'll try to run for it. Here's White. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
On first down, right back to White. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here comes Jackson on the return. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
I'm one, right?
So they come to the line for first down and 10. To throw is Burrow. Catch left side is made by Higgins. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
He's got room at the 30, down to the 10, and he will go all the way. Jamar Chase, touchdown Cincinnati. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with first and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to his running back.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll drop to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Out comes Joe Burrow and the Bengals offense to take over once more. And he's putting together a remarkable season, currently leading the NFL in passing yards as we play here in the month of December. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrow. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. 3rd and long. Once again, they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down. The Commanders' offense going to take over just before the half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in the opening half. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. And after that last incompletion, it's really the story of the game. This offense has had a really hard time sustaining drives that can lead to points. You can sense the frustration, not only on the sideline, but really in the entire stadium. They've got to get something going, especially early in these drives, so they can find themselves in scoring position and come away with some points.
And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. They'll begin here on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we're at halftime here on Sunday Night Football, as we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Caleb Williams, strong in the victory, as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. From there, we'll head to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home at Acrisure Stadium. And they were winners in that ball game over the visiting Cleveland Browns. Justin Fields, sharp in the victory, as his guys get back within a game of 500. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, this will be one to tune in for, as they've got a good one lined up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Coach, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to the kickoff of the second half. On the return, here comes Campbell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow set to take over again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. On 1st and 10, Burrow. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Burrow. A quick slant taken by Chase. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. Burrow. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down. Higgins sent in motion. Burrow to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's a Cincinnati 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Burrow now to throw on 1st down. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Good drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the 1st down.
It's easy to make your quarterback look good when you can just get open as easily as he has in this game so far. I mean, he had the big first half, remember. But here in the second half, he just continues to add to these numbers here in the 3rd quarter.
Passing right side, and Chase has it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow here on 2nd down. The middle of the field. That's taken in by Chase. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible.
And he'll take it on in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Commanders' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. They'll stick with him again. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run. Well defended there, and the quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And the running back's going to get all the stats and all the glory, but make no mistake about it, Mike, that was a great team effort on that run play. Everyone executing their blocking assignments to perfection. He's able to pick up a nice gain and fresh set of downs.
Look wide, get this one complete. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Still first down.
Back to the ground after the penalty. Well, we'll get the penalty yardage back here. Pickup of 10, and it will be second and 10.
A 10-yard pickup brings up second down at the 44-yard line.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Back to throw. He'll try to run for it.
The quarterback on the scramble. He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. They only need a yard, and it's fourth down. They'll go. It's White. And it's going to be a Commander's first down as they find a way to keep the chains moving on fourth down.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it. Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Finding space at the 15. And he'll be taken down.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves first and goal.
They'll run with White. And no place to go. He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
And he's in. Touchdown, Washington. Jason Sanders on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Commanders are able to cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line. Sensational stats in this one, and now that pass gets him over 300 yards on the evening.
On one, ready?
A first down throw for Burrow. That one incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the left side, caught by Chase.
Well, Mike, sometimes we try to make NFL football a lot harder than it is. When you have a reliable target like this, and he just continues to get open, and you realize the defense simply can't cover him, there's no reason to look anywhere else. Not only has he put together a tremendous game statistically, but he's just been flat-out dominant.
That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Looking middle of the field. It's complete. They'll throw out of the gun. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Now on 2nd and long. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Big play in the game right here. It's 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, nowhere close to the yellow line. And that is a turnover on downs. Heading out now, the Cincinnati offense. They're going to get set to take over once more. As we look back at some of the highlights of this one, you'll see a lot of them, Greg, coming from the passing game. They've done a nice job picking the defense apart.
Yeah, and I think that's the right way to say it. It hasn't necessarily been just a bunch of deep shots, a bunch of explosives. It's been more methodical. It's been precise. They've really been all over their execution, and this is about as close to a complete performance as you're going to see from any offense throughout the course of this season.
On the ground, it's the veteran Zach Moss. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. Talk things over before 3rd down. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down. The Bengals out and ready to punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead.
Washington.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these covers.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his running back downfield, and it's complete. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. A pickup of 14 on that one. 1st down, Washington. Throwing right. It's taken in. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. He finds Jahan Dotson. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this 4th quarter. So this one, a win for the visiting Bengals. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from just outside our nation's capital.